Okay, today we are on page 6, exercise 4. Page 6, exercise 4. Yes, you may be looking at this and thinking, but Miss Ritter, we've done this one before. You are correct. Today we're going to do the alto line. We're going to look at the alto line today, okay? Now before we get started, let me point out a couple of things to you. I want you to first look at measure 2. Make sure that you're looking at that alto line. The second line down, okay? We're looking at the second line down. So in the second measure of the alto line, we have this, okay? And then we move to this in the second measure. Now, we're in the key of G, right? So in the key of G, what is this syllable right here? It is not T. Here's do. Find do and then count your way down. Do. So, okay? Now, so this is so. Now let's figure out what this one is. So, fa would be right here on this line, and this is me. So we go from so, we skip down to me. Now in the next measure, we step up to the note. The note's on the line. It's instead of it being below the line, now it's on the line. So what is this going to be? Fa. That's exactly right. Does everybody see how we got those answers? Okay? So in the second measure of the alto line, we go from so down to me, then we step back up to fa. Okay, now let's keep looking on that first line. Do you see any more skips? Look at your music. Do you see any more skips on that first line of the alto part? Hannah? Low so up to do in measure 6. That's exactly right. So low so up to do right there in measure 6. That's another skip. Do we see any others on the top line? I don't either. Okay, now let's go to the second line. Where is our first skip in the second line? Look at your music. Where is the first skip? Yes, ma'am, Miss Macy.
It's in the...
Just use second measure.
Oh, it's in the second measure from me to do.
From me to do. In the second measure. Are you looking on the second line?
Oh, the second... Wait, on like the
We're looking at the alto line. You're looking at the soprano line. It's okay.
Yeah.
Look at the alto line.
second measure from so to me.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, so in the second measure, we're still on that alto line. We're going from so, skipping down to me. Very good, Macy. Okay, now let's look at the rest of the line. Do we see any other skips? Keep looking. Keep looking. Don't stare off into space. Look at your sight reading. Where is the next one? Yes, ma'am.
Measure 6 of the second line. So to low so to do.
Low so to do. Very good. And do we see any other ones? There's one more. See if you can find it. Thank you to those of you that are actively looking. Hannah, where's that one?
In the 6th measure to the 7th measure, do to me.
Very good. So at the end of the 6th measure, going into the 7th measure, we have do here, and we're skipping up to me right there. Everybody with me? Everybody see those? Okie dokie. Man, that's some terrible notation. That was bad. All right. So here we go. Let's chant our way from the beginning. Quiet, please. Here we go. Starts on what today? Remember, we're reading the alto line, so we're going to start on do. Everybody with me? What? Oh, let me see those hand signs ready to go. Caitlin, can you scoot back just a little bit? Thank you, babe. 1, 2, 3, chanting, ready, go. Do, do, ti, la, so, mi, fa, fa, so, la, so, la, ti, la, so, do, mi, skip down to the second line. So it's so, do, ready, start at the sixth measure, sorry about that, girls, and so, do, ti, ti, la. So read ahead to the next line, alto line, and do, do, ti, la, so, mi, fa, fa, so, la, so, la, la, ti, la, so, do, mi, re, do. Oh, good. I want to do that whole thing one more time so that I don't screw it up for you. Okay? All right, let's do that one more time. Everybody chanting. Here we go. Ready? 1 and chanting. Go. Do, do, ti, la, so, mi, fa, fa, so, la, so, la, la, ti, la, so, do, ti, ti, la, so. Read ahead, read ahead. Do, do, ti, la, so, mi, fa, fa, so, la, so, la, la, ti, la, so, do, mi, re, do. Excellent job. Let's get our sword. Do, mi, so, mi, la, so, do. Do, and ready and sing. Do, do, ti, la, so, mi. Okay, now let's sing that again. So, ready, go. So, follow my hand signs. So, fa, mi. Sing so. So. Now me. Do it again. So, mi. One more time. So, mi. Good. Now start from the beginning again. Do, ready, go. Do, do, ti, la, so, mi, fa, fa, so, la, so, la, la, ti, la, so, do, ti, ti, la, so. Read ahead, next line. Do, do, ti, la, so. Down to me. Mi, fa, fa, so, so. Read ahead. La, la, ti, la, so, do, mi, re, do. Good. Now, if you are an alto, this is very much like the sight reading stuff that you will see on a regular basis. Okay? You have lots of so, low so, hang out kind of in that do down to so area a lot. You might go up to me. You don't typically even go up to me. A lot of my altos, when we go up to me, they're like, I can't sing me, it's too high. And I'm like, you sing me every day in your music. You just don't usually see it in your sight reading. So anyway, this is a very typical alto line. So if you sing alto, this is what you're gonna be reading a lot. You're gonna be reading down lower a lot. And you'll get more and more accustomed to it. Today, you're like, I haven't seen anything like this before. This is weird. You're gonna get used to it in no time, okay? All right, good job today.